This is the least favorite type of decluttering that I get to do and that I believe anybody has got to do. It's paper. We receive paper through the mail, through the school, through work, through different social functions, and paper accumulates. And I don't know about you, but I have a hard time completely stopping the flow of paper coming into my house. Things come through the mail, things come through my kids' school, and sometimes people want to give me leaflets and business cards, and I usually say no. But still, I got paper coming into my house almost every week, and my guess is that you do as well. So let me tell you how I get on top of paper clutter. Because some paper is useful and important, and other paper is not so much helpful at all. But first, let me tell you about my view on paper and what it's truly there for. What's the purpose of paper in the first place? In my opinion, there's only two purposes. Number one is a to-do. Like when you receive a bill to be paid, or when you receive your insurance renewal documents to look through, or maybe you receive something through your school, your kids' school, like a paper that you have to sign for your child or your children. So to-do, things that need to get done. IRS, tax people, they send paper. So to-do is one of the functions of paper. The other function of paper is also information, like books, for example. Although books I put in a separate category. You know, if you have books, they're really in your library and hopefully you're reading your books. But you receive leaflets, pamphlets, pieces of information about what you are paying for or subscribing to, and it can come through the mail or at your door or through your work or any place really. So these are the two types of paper. Anything else, in my opinion, is not very useful. So I have to be thinking, is this a to-do or is this a piece of information that I want to keep? And when I receive incoming paper, I store it in this chest of drawers. And I usually have the paper reside in this one drawer. It's the incoming paper. And I look through this paper maybe, oh, my cat is meowing. Hi, meow. Meow, meow. And I look at this paper once a week or once every 2 weeks. Because rarely is it that I need to act on a piece of paper that I receive, unless it's for my kids' school and I have to sign it right away or I have to respond right away. So in here is all my incoming paper, and today is the day that I have to go through my paper, and I really don't like it. But I gotta do it, otherwise it takes over. It really does. So this is the stack that came out of that one drawer of incoming paper. I do have another drawer underneath for the paper that we're definitely keeping. And if we had to evacuate our home, this is the paper we need to take. Things like the deed to the house, birth certificates, passports, anything like that. What else could there be in there? Like maybe some basic insurance documents that is still relevant and active. So, in this stack of paper, I've got to go through it, and I'm going to tell you what I'm finding and what my decision is about it. So hopefully you get to learn some of these tips and think once again, is this a to-do or is it a piece of information? So I've got here Auto Truck Driver's Vehicle Condition Report. It's something that I have in my vehicle, and I want to ask my husband to teach me how to take better care of my vehicle by myself, because he's been doing it, but I want to take control of that a little bit more. So it's really a to-do, and I'm going to ask him to show me where the different pieces and the components of the car is. So it's a to-do. It goes into one pile, which I'm going to set on the floor on my left side. Okay, this one is a automotive fuel cap purchase that I've made. This is gonna go into my store, my long-term storage of paper, because it relates to my vehicle. I do have a manila envelope for this vehicle, and I want to keep it in there, in that one folder, just in case we need to sell it one day, and then I can give the buyer everything. And also, when there is a recurring issue and I get to tell the mechanics, hey, we fixed this not so long ago, how come it's breaking again? So you can also scan it. You don't need to keep the paper version. This is the only piece where I have my long-term papers, so I don't have that much, so it doesn't bother me to fill this to the brim and be okay with it. Okay, now I have insurance, medical insurance. This is some kind of update, renewal form. I've got to do this. Unfortunately, this is my boring to-do insurance paper. So this is a keep. This is a to-do keep. Envelope with nothing on it. I don't mail stuff. I usually fill in forms online. Every organization has an online account version, so I prefer to choose this instead of mailing. So I am not going to keep this. Okay, I've got more insurance documents, and this time it's for my home. I have two types of insurance, and it's time to renew it. So my husband has already looked at it, because I asked him to review if it looks good, if there's anything that needs to be modified. We needed to change the P.O. box associated with this property, and so that's what we already did with our insurance company. And so now I have to basically call the insurance company and tell them, okay, we're good to go, let's pay and renew. And so let me show you all of this paper. So sad. All of this paper is just insurance things. So I do have a digital version of one of those documents, but not the other one. So I will ask for my insurance agent to send me the digital version, so I don't need to keep this paper. So I'm going to pay and have the digital version saved in my Google Drive. Yeah, probably Google Drive. And then I'll get rid of this paper. So this is still a to-do for me today. Lots of to-dos. This is another piece of insurance for a different matter. And this is something that will be happening in December, in about a month's time. So I do have time. So it's a to-do, but it's going to go at the bottom of my to-dos pile. Don't need to act on it in the near future. Vehicle registration. Due date. Okay, something to pay with the DMV to renew my California driver's license. And it is due in January. So it's in more than 2 months. And so I have plenty of time. So it's at the it's a to-do at the bottom of the pile. Aha! We bought this wood-burning stove, and it comes with information. And so it has this pamphlet, leaflet. I don't need to look at it really. It's already been installed by a professional, so I don't need. This goes. This is trash. This is information I am really not going to look at. Trash. Warranty. Register your warranty. It's a to-do. Dang, another to-do. The list gets longer and longer. Okay, this is the receipt for the installation and all the components for the wood-burning stove we have purchased. So this is going to go in the long-term storage. Okay. And this is pieces of information about how to install. The installation has already happened. That's a tricky one. Hopefully there's no problem with this wood burning stove and the installation. So far it works. So I think I'm going to keep it in my long-term storage of papers. Okay, owner's manual. For the wood burning stove, again, one product can come with a lot of papers. I think this is a to-do in the sense that it's something we have to read to make sure we operate this properly. And the only reason why I would read an instruction manual is really for the safety aspect and how to operate it. Once I know it, once I read it and I know it, I really don't need to keep it because a lot of these manuals are online. And so it's a to-do because it's information that I want to read within the next week or so. And then I'm going to discard this piece of paper. Once the information is in my brain, I'm done. I can discard it. But it's not high, it's information. So it's also a to-do, information to read. Okay, this was part of research also for the wood burning stove. Research is completed. I don't need it. Trash. Failure to maintain required clearance airspaces. Okay, so it's also information about how to use the wood burning stove and make sure you don't set your house on fire. So I'm gonna have to learn a little bit more about this. So I'm gonna put it with manual to read. It's a to-do. A magazine. A magazine. It's a cute little local magazine. It's enjoyment, it's information, and it's about my local community. So I do want to read it. So it's going to be a information to read. This might go with my library or close to my nightstand so that I can read it in the evening. It's not something I need to do urgently during the day. It's more enjoyment. So I'm going to relocate this next to my next to my bed, basically. Okay. This is a Native American language lesson for the Serrano language, the language of the Yuhaviatam, which is the land that I get to live on is the ancestral land of the Serrano people, the Yuhaviatam, and I had the opportunity to learn a little bit about the language. So it is the information. It's something that I want to keep. It's a long-term teaching information piece that I want to keep. And so I'm going to put it next to my nightstand so that in the evening I can, refresh it, review it. It's very thin. But it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to learn a brand new language and to remember all the vocabulary that comes with it. But I'm going to put this next to my nightstand also. Okay, I have things related to this channel as well as research that I've done, and I am kind of right now working through. So this is research that I'm actually using right now as my next step in my career And with this business channel, I've actually asked AI some very specific questions, and it's given me a roadmap to a lot of things that I'm willing to try some of it, if not all. It's going to take a while, so it's work related and to do, so I'm going to keep it for now. But when I keep information, paper that has information, my goal is really to act on it in the near future. I don't want to keep information for when I retire or when I have the time. I want to make sure I take the time to review it and to take one action step, if not two, depending on my bandwidth and how important it is in my list of priorities. Okay. Oh, this one is hard. This was also research about me going back to school to do a master's degree. And after a month of researching, and this is a stack of paper, I have discovered that it is very expensive to do a master's degree in the US, and I do not want to take another loan. Unfortunately, it is outside of my price range. I don't want to spend tens of thousands of dollars at this season of life. I have a home to maintain and a young child who will go to college as well. So sadly, with great disappointment, I have realized that this is not the kind of expense I am willing to fork. It's a shame that the American system is so expensive when it comes to education. And because I am a working person and my husband is a working person, getting some aids and financial assistance for schooling is very limited, if not non-existent. So, you know what? All of this I've actually saved in my drive, and because it's a project that I've realized I am willing to let go for the time being, I am going to recycle this paper. I have kept the most important information online on my Google Drive. So off it goes. Okay, in here is actually my work folders, and those I do run some workshops in my local community, one on nonviolent communication and authentic communication. So I am going to use this material because I have a couple new workshops coming up next month. So this is material to share with my students or participants, and this one has to do with the work that I do as a decluttering coach and organizer for people. So this is a material that I use on a regular basis. So for my business work, if you will, these are the only two things that I have paper-wise. Everything else is really me, face-to-face, and what else? Yeah, and that's it. So I have some business cards and material in there that I share with my clients. Last one is a it's a what do you call this? A leaflet with different contractors in our local area. And yes, it is useful to have a list of contractors. The truth is, I don't think I need it because I know a fair amount of people who are handymen and contractors and painters in my local area, so I don't think I need it, so I shouldn't have taken it in the first place. I can ask for referrals, which I think is better. So off it goes. And here I have a random piece of paper where I wrote stuff on it, and yeah, it can be decluttered as well. So off it goes. So there you go, guys. Let me review what I have. I'll show you. This is the pile of to-dos, which I have time today. I'm going to try to do this today. Bills to pay, insurance things, and leaflets to read. So I'm going to do that today. So it's a keep to do, and once it's done, I can discard this. This is my information pieces that I want to read. So I'm going to put it by my bedside, and I'm going to read it over the next few days in the evening. So it's going to be relocate. This is keep at all times because it's work related. I talked about it, so I'm keeping it. This is, I'm going to store it in my long-term storage of paper, things that I need to keep probably for months, if not years, as it relates to big purchases and important documents. And this is my pile of recycle. That's it. I hope that this process of decluttering or going through paper together is useful. Let me show you how my drawer of papers, all of the papers in my life are in that drawer, just so you see how much space it takes. So here we go. And I'm going to keep this. This is to do, so I'm going to put it by my computer because I'm going to work on it today and hopefully go through all of this today. I don't want to do it. Okay. This is long-term papers. Okay. Long-term papers go in this fireproof container, kind of a sack or bag. So closing it, and if we have to go, we can take that with us. It's kind of easy, kind of full and bulky, but it fits. And this is my ongoing paper drawer. There you go, you guys. This is it. Thank you for following me. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with people you know and like. And yeah, a little comment would be nice. And I hope you're having a great day or great evening. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.